So I'll tell you a little bit about MYANT first. So MYANT we're a textile company. We embed technology into all kinds of textiles, because textiles could be clothing, it could be bed sheets, it could be pillows, upholstery, etc. And we embed technology in two ways. We embed it in printed as well as knitted technologies. So an example of some of our printed technology is Electra lamps. So it's a screen printing process that produces this very flexible, bendable electroluminescent lamp. And this electroluminescent lamp we embed actually in clothing, such as this. Now this is a removable, adjustable bike tube cover, so it's great for enhanced visibility for active people like cyclists, dog walkers, walkers. And we actually embed this technology into apparel as well, so you can see. And the beauty of it is when it's off, it's very inconspicuous. You can't even tell it has tech. But when you want it, it can look pretty cool. And this is great because it is printed and it's washable, machine washable, and it's completely bendable. So it's actually a great form factor to put and integrate into apparel. So I mean, the beauty of the electroluminescent lamp, aside from it's it's pretty cool looking and it's very malleable, it actually has Lambertian reflectivity. So from any angle you view it at, it emits the same amount of light. So it's great for fog and dust penetration and snow penetration as well. It's quite interesting because we actually use a screen printing process, and it's about 20-something layers in this screen in this lamp, but it's very, very thin. Yeah, very cool. And these are kind of heating elements, and if you actually touch it, they're quite warm. So you can calibrate it for minimal heat, like 37 degrees regular body temperature, all the way up to boiling water, if not higher. We actually integrate these heat panels to a wide variety of things, like imagine heat cushions, so you can take it, like soccer moms love the idea of heat cushions because they can watch a soccer game or a hockey game and it warms their tush a little bit. We also integrate it into apparel, so imagine leggings for skiing or base layer shirts for skiing. That's more for the athletes or sports. There's also wellness applications, so for physiotherapy we have elbow sleeve and knee sleeves to keep joints warm. Actually sports teams use it for training as well, or in between practices. So here's a kind of a demo, the heat panel. Oh, I see. Great. And if you touch it, actually, it's just yarn, so it's not like an electrical wire that you feel in most available heated garments right now, and it's completely washable. So we're trying to create something that's next to skin as a base layer, so you get the most warmth without a lot of energy being burnt. And we actually do a lot of research on physiological placement to make sure we're placing these panels in strategic places, and you're not just having a general overall heat like all across the body. Certain areas like perspiration zones you want to avoid, and close to the heart you want to avoid. So we do spend a lot of time testing that kind of stuff. I mean, if you follow me, I can show you kind of the mannequin that also has the leggings. So this is an example of a leggings with the heat zone. Yeah.
Okay. And how are these? So what's this wire coming out of?
Excuse, this is a prototype, so it's very raw, but you would normally have an electrical device that's attached to the garment. So these heat zones will have a conductive or thread or textile cable that connects to an electronic device which powers the garment. And the idea is we don't want separate battery packs for each thing. Right now this is a demo, so we have a battery pack for the socks.
Right.
We have a central source for everything else, but in the end we would like to create a belt system so everything can plug into the belt, so you're not having wires everywhere and a device for each component. We produce what's called a bubble knit. So it actually channels away moisture but traps in warmth, so you're not soaking wet in these perspiration areas. And then under the armpit, it's actually a looser knit pattern, almost like a mesh for increased ventilation in certain areas. So it gives us a great ability to use it like a 3D printer. We can target place yarns in different locations, right? And with cut and sew fabrics, which is more traditional, is a lot of the technical properties are done on the surface. So after a couple of washes, the coating wears off. And seamless, we're actually picking the technological properties on a fiber level, and then we twist it into yarns and then embed it in the garment. So it's much more engineered at a nano level. So it actually has a lot longer, I guess, lasting effect.
So more durable.
This is a sleeve, but it has sensors. Where these electrodes actually. These electrodes can provide FES, which is functional electrostimulation, so it can activate muscles for physiotherapy, and it can also be used for EMG, which is muscle tracking. I mean, this is another example from our VX360 collection. It's available right now at vx360.ca, and it's just a women's mesh jacket, so it's great for sport. Actually, we have a lot of people wearing it to clubs. So and when its technology is off, which is one thing that we try very hard to do, is once the technology is off, it's hidden, so you don't really notice it. So it's subtle.
And it's also useful for runners.
Yep, for sure. It's lightweight. It has some wind protection on the shoulders where it counts, but otherwise, yeah, and very well ventilated because of the mesh fabric. It's lightweight. You can visit us at www.myant.ca. We are, again, a full solution company, so we're completely vertical. So if you're a business and you're looking for tech components, you can come to us. If you're looking for a finished product, we can help you apply your technology into a finished product. In terms of vx360.ca, it's our first collection that we're launching to the public or end consumer, and that's available at www.vx360.ca.
Excellent. Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you.
Nice.